Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 10 tells us this. It says, the heart knows its own bitterness. The heart knows its own bitterness. And now when you look at this, somebody that is around you, you might be around this person all of the time, and they might work with you. You might go to school with them. You might go to church with them. They might be a family member, but they have bitterness within their heart. They have pains within their heart. They have aches within their heart. They have things within themselves that they might not be expressing outwardly, and those things are within their heart that they might not be expressing outwardly. They're holding it all inside. The stranger or even close friends sometimes can't understand or don't know. They don't have a clue about the pains and the aches and the bitterness that are going on within their own heart. Now, that being said, sometimes they might be grouchy. Sometimes they might be outright mean. They might be rude. They might be crude. They might be distracted, and all sorts of different things are going on within their life outwardly, because inwardly they're hurting. Inwardly they're in a lot of pain. And then it goes on to say in the next part of this verse, it says that a stranger does not share its joy. Now, it's not talking about the stranger sharing in the joy of bitterness, because there is no joy in bitterness. But the stranger himself has joy. The stranger himself has that joy within their heart. And there it is that the stranger with the joy is in the presence of the one with the bitterness. And sometimes the one with the bitterness will even become more embittered because of the person with joy, and they're in pain and they're hurting, and they see somebody in joy, and it caused them to be even more bitter than they were before. Who are they to be in joy around me who has bitterness? But they're strangers. They don't know each other. That's why we need to be very careful as Christians of how we treat one another, and we need to be Christ-like, and we need to be loving, even to those who aren't that lovable. We come to the presence of people and they're just outright mean. They're just outright crude. Maybe they're not doing a good job in whatever it is that they're doing, but we don't realize what's going on in their heart, that they're distracted. And we as Christians, we need to continue to be Christ-like and lovable and share the love and joy of Jesus Christ. One time my wife and I were at a restaurant, and as we were at this restaurant, this waitress, I want to tell you what, she was doing a bad job. She was just doing an outright awful job. She was messing up our order. She wasn't bringing us our food the way she should have been bringing us our food. And it was just a bad experience within that restaurant. Now, my wife and I, we were frustrated. We were aggravated. We're paying for this meal. We're aggravated about the situation, but we didn't express that to her, and we didn't let her know, hey, you're doing a horrible job here. We demand a refund on this meal. We're not going to give you a tip. We're going to talk to the manager and try to get you fired. No, what did we do? We continued to express the love of Jesus Christ to her. She was doing a bad job. We didn't know what was going on in her heart. We didn't know what was going on in her life. And so everything was over. We walked out. We're standing out in the parking lot. If I remember right, we were standing directly in front of our car, about to get in our car, and this waitress comes running out in the parking lot, grabs a hold of my wife and I. It says, I saw that you prayed for your meal before you ate. We always do. She said, I found out this morning that my dad has cancer and he's about to die. Well, no wonder she was distracted. We didn't know that. We had no idea. But she said, I see that you're Christians and you're people of faith and you pray. Would you pray for my dad? And we did. And we left a Christian witness to her right then and there. She expressed to be a Christian. But we didn't know why she was doing such a bad job that day. But we continued to express Christ-likeness and love, mercy on her. And as a result, that opened up a door to share our joy and our love and our hope and our faith in Jesus Christ with her. Friends, people see what's really going on in your heart, even if they don't know what's really going on in your heart. So let's allow Jesus to shine out of our heart.